folks both to play live, and we're going to be playing some cuts off of their brand new album. The band, well, an abbreviated version thereof at least, tonight is Street Pajama. And right now, to introduce them, we shall check out one of the cuts off of their new album, I Get Peculiar.
Please, don't call me David. I'm a roach and I'm respectable. Please, don't think me jaded as I dip my corpus delectable in a nearby receptacle for some lunch. Hey man, put away the spray can. Can't you see the stuff is blocking on my sinus? Hey man, put away the can, man. Y'all shouldn't be messing with Mother Nature's finest. But eat, I ain't no common critter. My family was born in Greece. I got all them high society refinements. I got furs, I got diamonds, live behind the stowaway. You got some gas leaking behind the sink in the bathroom on the weekend. Beneath the rug where there ain't nobody peeking. Please turn up the heat a few degrees. Lately I've been streaking. Please, don't call me David. I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. Please, don't think me jaded. I ain't no bugging around. I got me a family tree. Uncle Lenny died in the war, and Aunt Tanner was in the famine of '63. Well, I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. Well, I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. I got a cousin twice moved by a big yellow broom. A nephew in the refuse with the fruits and legumes. A rebel then I can't but in the adjoining room. And me I sit and dream about the roach and the moon. Well, I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. Well, I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. Well, I'm a roach if you can dig the approach. Baby, it's the most when you're a roach. Baby, it's the most when you're a roach. Baby, it's the most when you're a roach. Baby, it's the most when you're a roach.
Little song right there about Dave the Roach. Dave the Roach.
That's right.
That's really it, okay? I should at this point probably introduce the driving force behind Street Pajama, and that is Merle and Mike.
You got that right.
Which one? Did I do okay?
You did great.
Okay, now which one? Now, first of all, I suppose we should get all the inane questions out of the way. Who gets peculiar?
I think we both do it different times or same time. We take turns on that in different ways.
That is a peculiar name for an album and sort of a peculiar name for the band, Street Pajama. Where did you guys come up with that?
Well, it's a hobo term, and when a hobo sleeps on his park bench and he adds his extra overcoat at night, that's his street pajama.
Street Pajama.
And you're an ex-musician or a musician from time to time, and if you've ever been on the road, you know the feeling.
I take it you guys have experienced that along the line. What, yes. You're from the eastern part of the country and have sort of worked your way out here?
Right.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Ah, Pittsburgh.
Wonderful place.
Wonderful place to be from.
Yes.
Right.
That's
not
why
a
we're
wonderful.
Not there now.
Really, and have made quite a few trips along the musical way. Would you like to? Okay, you field this question.
Oh,
here.
wow.
How did you put it together? What, you guys have known each other for a long time, since high school,
right?
And have bumped into each other from time to time. Would someone like to take it up here?
Okay.
I don't know this story. You're the one that knows this story.
We'll tell it. No, as a matter of fact, Mike and I lived across the street from each other in high school. That's how we met. I met Mike selling Boy Scout donuts. real neat guy. He had a little red wagon filled with boxes of donuts, and I just looked out the window and I saw this guy kind of pulling this wagon going from house to house, and I went, now there's a winner. But he ended up being a nice guy. So we just started doing music just as a fun thing, and we both went to Penn State together, met each other, played some more there. We were in a rock band. And after the experience in the rock band, we worked as a duo. Mm-hmm. We had like...
was it a real rock band?
It was a real bad rock band. It was your college rock band. You know, one guy thought he was Alice Cooper. One guy thought he was Burt Bacharach. It didn't work
didn't
real
quite
well.
Gel.
A real bad combination. So we figured at that point, rather than have a lot of different personalities conflicting with their musical taste, we would just kind of follow our own musical taste, which we both agree pretty much musically.
Were you aimed toward music in college, or?
I was a playwriting major, so I was aimed toward the theater.
At least
writing.
in the fine arts, anyway.
Yeah, right.
As they call them.
And Merle taught first grade for a year, so she was headed down that particular
what direction is that?
Tramway.
Very unmusical direction.
I can imagine. Why don't you, let's hear one live, okay?
Okay, great. We're going to do a tune called Sunny River.
Okay.
You're my sunny river. You're my sunny, sunny one. I'm gonna tie myself a bindle, fade away with the Missouri night. No, he ain't gonna know I'm southbound. He'll miss me when the sheets cool down. Sunny River, Sunny River, you're my sunny river. And when I set down my raft, I'll shiver, shiver in the river mist. I'm gonna drift like a straw to Arkansas. I'm melting like a honey from the jar in my river. I'm mostly gonna mosey. I suppose I'm mostly float, and maybe write my name with my toe in my sunny river. I'm gonna build myself a fire, hot coffee and Johnny cakes. I hope my man understands. I wave goodbye with one feather in my hand. Ooh, sunny river, sunny. Ah, sunny river, ooh, ah, sunny, 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 love sunny river.
Live music this evening from KWFM studios from Street Pajama. And very nice. Boy, if I had the canned applause, I would have really turned it up loud that time, guys.
I expected that.
Hey, nice stuff. Why don't you mention some of the people? I know you had some really hot backup musicians from town here on the album. Maybe
we were real lucky to have some real nice people work with us. We had some people from Central Air. We had the piano player, Charles Judge, and we had the drummer, Ralph Gilmore, and we had some people that worked with the Jeff Daniel trio. We had Jeff and the bass player, Craig, and the drummer, Fred. And we had
Steve Solomon arranged the
some
horns
for
and
us.
played with us.
And that's, I don't want to leave anyone out like they're not as good as the other people said. Like once you start, you feel like you got it, but that's a little
Name
boring.
everybody.
So I'm going to leave the other people out.
Okay,
Sorry.
whoever you are out there, you know who you are.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And they know who you are,
And you
but
all did great.
And if you think you're so good, don't worry about it.
don't. Yeah, really, you'll make it big someday.
No, it was real nice. That was real fortunate because in LA, those people would have, of that caliber, would have cost a lot.
A lot of money.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really fine production. Also, another person that you may want to mention. I know
Right.
he's out there listening, isn't he?
Billy. Yeah, our producer, Bill Cashman.
And
And he did an excellent job.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot to work with. But he still did.
When the talent abounds, what can you do? All you got to do is
That's
just
right.
plug in the plugs and turn on the tape machine, right? Did
Exactly.
you want to get to another cut on the
Sure.
album?
I think that would be real neat.
Oh,
Why don't you
Okay.
make a suggestion?
Okay.
How about
And then
outright,
talk a little bit
downright
so I can
change?
I can put it on here.
Just flip that
Okay.
little album over, and I think that's
It's
the
like what, the third or fourth cut?
Outright.
Aha, fourth cut. Hey, you guys are pretty good. You know what's on this
hey.
thing.
I listened to it last night. Yeah, this is a song that there's a little story here about my beginning of my vocal career, which was real rocky. In third grade, I was kicked out of our music class. I mean, for the whole year because I was such a bad vocalist. I threw the entire class off, and they made me the master of ceremonies for the music programs.
So that you didn't have to.
So that they wouldn't have to listen to me, yeah. And I clammed up until I heard Bob Dylan. And then I said, hey.
And then you said, if he
listen,
can do it, hey.
there is nothing
There
to
you
worry
go.
about. Just
Really?
get into it.
All right, let's take a taste of
Give me an
this one.
example.
All right.
Chichi Casanango. I'm going to Guatemala. I was an architect, but I said, what the heck, it's time to go to Guatemala. La la la. I worked in an itty bitty room, but one day I rose from my desk like Jesus rising from a laying around dead. I said, I need a new situation. My life cries out for an outright, downright change. Yeah. Chichi Casanango. I'm going to Guatemala. I was an architect, but I said, what the heck, it's time to go to Guatemala. La la la. I drove out of Pennsylvania. I drove like a fool through the town. Like Nathan Hill, I started hanging around. I said, I'm working on my situation. My life cries out for an outright, downright change. Yeah. Chichi Casanango. I'm gonna Guatemala. I was an architect, but I said, what the heck, it's time to go to Guatemala. La la la. I stopped for a Mexican cop. He's searching my car for some dope, but it already went up in smoke. I said, dude, you're breaking my concentration. I'd love to stay and talk, but my life cries out for change. Yeah. Chichi Casanango. I'm going to Guatemala. I was an architect, but I said, what the heck, it's time to go to Guatemala. La la la. Chichi Casanango. I'm going to Guatemala. I was an architect, but I said, what the heck, it's time to go to Guatemala. La la la.
right. Some fine music that from the Street Pajama LP. We've lost one.
We've lost our partner.
So long. He's leaving now. Mike King and Merle Harmon. Merle, was that your birth given name?
No.
No. I really wondered about that. The
Yes.
first time I saw it, I go, it's got to be Merle. It's got to be Merle. No?
No, it's Merle.
Did you?
But actually, my real name is Lane. There's no.
Now I'm totally confused.
Yeah, there isn't any correlation between the two, except that you've heard of Doc and Merle Watson.
Right.
Well, a friend of mine started calling me Merle after Merle Watson to give me a bunch of, to joke around about the fact that I was learning how to play the guitar and everything. And of course, there was no correlation between Merle Watson's ability on the guitar and mine, but because it seemed rather humorous at the time, it caught on. So I'm
It's stuck. You are stuck with it now.
My friends are really funny.
Too bad he's not here. He'd liven things up.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Now you forgot to mention
I
some
know.
people.
We want to
were
mention.
discussing that.
We realized that we forgot to mention our bass player, Bill Putnam, who plays on the album, and he plays bass with us when we play live. And
Right. Like we'll be playing at the Rusty Scupper.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Is that okay?
Sure.
yeah.
We'll be playing starting February 8th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays for a month or so.
For a couple months.
And Bill Putnam will be there.
Yes.
He'll be with you. All right.
Yes.
You want to do another live one? Or
Sure. And we also should have mentioned we recorded the album at Westwood Studios, which is a
fine 16-track room here
very
in town.
fine place. Yeah.
Indeed. What's the next one coming up?
The name of this tune is Maybe Yes, Maybe No. We wanted to write a song that based around an old car and the way it affected some people who passed by it. So we did. Good idea, huh?
It was excellent.
Yes, indeed. Okay, I hope we're in tune here. If we're not in tune, quick hit the button, play something else. Okay?
Yeah. We used to go a mile or so down Slater Road to where the grass would grow. Between the tire markings there in weeds as high as me, a round old car would give us privacy. And you would turn to me, and I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. What a shame I never seemed to do what I wanted to, what I wanted to with you. La 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 la. I brought chicken, you brought beer. Traffic didn't seem to interfere with our goings on. And if you saw some animals foaming in the clouds, you let me know. We talk about it, and I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. What a shame I never seemed to do what I wanted to, what I wanted to with you. La 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 la. Took a walk down Slater Road, but life is slow and nothing seems to change, except the speed I'm walking. But they towed that car away, and I missed the sound it made. Now night when it was raining. And I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. I'd say maybe yes and maybe no. What a shame I never seemed to do what I wanted to, what I wanted to with you. La 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 la.
Street Pajama live in the studio on KWFM this evening. We're going to take care of a couple commercial words and come right back with some more for you. Friday and Saturday at midnight, FM 92 and Progressive Films present the classics Reefer Madness and Wild Weed, a couple of films made in the 30s and 40s about the evils of marijuana use that seem strangely to have lost their relevance today, friends. Reefer Madness and Wild Weed this Friday and Saturday at midnight at the Showcase Cinema, 3233 East Speedway. And we are back with Mike King and Merle Harmon on KWFM doing some live music this evening.
She only loves me when she's drunk. When she's sober, she must think it over. I might as well become a monk until I get a little leverage, like an alcoholic beverage tonight. When she holds my hand, she says it's no fun because my knuckles are bland. She only loves me when she's bombed.
Wah, 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 wah.
When she's not in the back, she's a drag. It's like attack in Vietnam. I'll make my Ted offensive when she's not so apprehensive tonight.
What's that one called?
It's called She Only Loves Me When She's Drunk. It's just a little tune about life.
I guess.
I noticed your headband was riding up during that. Is that a good sign?
Is that right? It must be. Must be some sort of Freudian slip. Oh, well, listen. Some nice music here this evening. I'm very impressed with your sound and wish you the best of luck. The album is right now available in all the finer record shops around Tucson, I trust.
That is correct.
Where to from here, kids?
Hollywood.
Marathon Heroes for something to eat. No, I have no idea.
Gonna press on though and try and
We're gonna
go to Los Angeles and talk to some companies.
in New York, and meanwhile it's being distributed and throughout the state and any other. We've been in contact with a lot of distributors that distribute regionally, like in the Southwest and all that. So
there's also a single available too.
That is correct.
And that's what we're going to.
That's not in the record stores just yet.
Not yet.
The single is more right now. It's going to be a promotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the radio stations here in town, the AM stations here in town, have expressed interest.
Oh, that's right. They only like to play the little ones with the big
baby
holes.
Ones.
Right, I understand.
The bigger the hole, the more comfortable. Apparently.
Oh boy, I'm not going to touch that
for
one. I'm not going to touch that one. All right. Listen, thank you very much. One more time, where are you going to be playing so people that want to see you live can go out there and do it?
The Rusty Scupper, February 8th. We'll be there Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
We'll be there about 2
and
months.
We'll be working as a trio there.
Great. Street Pajama this evening, Mike King and Merle Harmon. Thank you very much, both of you, for coming up. And we're going to play another track off the album right now. Which
We're
one?
going to play Catalogue Lady.
Catalogue Lady. And thanks for coming up.
You bet.
Okay, thank you.
Wasn't wearing much of anything, covered with cocoa grease, head to occupation, but I look a little too much like Mama, a little too much like her, way too much like Grandma Josephine. I keep dressed like a Catalogue Lady, listen, my man into means. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. The magazine asked her what she liked to do. She said she liked helping other folks lying on the beach beside her clothes, lying on the beach beside her clothes. It's a real nice occupation, but I look a little too much like Mama, a little too much like her, way too much like Grandma Josephine. I keep dressed like a Catalogue Lady, listen, my man into means. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. Pretty good to me. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. Pretty good to me. It's a real nice occupation, but I look a little too much like Mama, a little too much like her, way too much like Grandma Josephine. I keep dressed like a lady, listen, my man into me. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. I look too much like my mama, too much like my pa, way too much like Grandma Josephine. Dressed like a lady, listen, my man into me. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Good to me. And he says, woman, you look pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. And he says, woman, you look so good to me. You look like Hello Lady.